Before the rest of the world stirs from slumber, billionaires rise, not out of urgency, but out of intention. The alarm doesn't scream at them. They've already been awake. While others hit snooze, they hit clarity. Why? Because your mind at dawn is a pure power. The distractions haven't entered, the doubts haven't spoken, and in that silence they choose growth over comfort. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how you start your day. These early hours are where transformation happens, not in the noise, but in the stillness where decisions are born. This is the hour when the great separate themselves from the average. By 5 a.m., most people are still at war with themselves. Just 5 more minutes. But billionaires? They've already conquered that battle, because the hardest fight is not with the world, it's with your own thoughts. They use that quiet hour to train their mind like a muscle. Meditation, gratitude, self-reflection, it's all a mental gym. They shape their future by shaping their inner dialogue. When the world demands results, your inner world must already be disciplined, clear, and aligned. Your thoughts create your choices, and your choices create your life. At dawn, when no one is watching, they're already sharpening their mindset like a blade. Exercise isn't optional for them. It's their ritual. While the world sleeps, they sweat because they know that movement unlocks energy. You don't wait to feel motivated to move. You move, and motivation follows. It's discipline before dopamine. When they move their body, they're not just burning calories, they're igniting vision, willpower, and clarity. You can't lead an empire with a sluggish spirit. That one workout, that one stretch, that one run, signals to the universe, I'm ready to carry weight. Strength isn't built in comfort, it's sculpted in resistance. And billionaires master that resistance before the sun even rises. Before sunrise, billionaires are already feeding their brain. Not with notifications, but with knowledge. Books, audiobooks, strategic notes. They are learning while others are still dreaming. Leadership demands insight, and insight is born from intentional reading. They don't scroll, they study. Even 20 pages a day can completely recalibrate your thinking. Success isn't loud. It starts quietly, with a book in your hand before the world distracts you. They don't read for entertainment. They read for edge, for answers, for elevation. One page, one idea, one new lens. That's enough to spark a breakthrough. While others chase validation, they chase wisdom. Billionaires don't wait for life to happen. They create it, minute by minute. Each morning they design their day with purpose. What are the top 3 things I must achieve? What can I delegate? What moves the needle? Planning clears the fog. While the world rushes into chaos, they walk with strategy. That's not time management. It's life alignment. They don't just write tasks. They architect intention. While others drown in urgency, they operate in clarity. One focused hour can outperform 10 distracted ones. That's the real wealth. Control of your day. Even billionaires need grounding, and they find it in gratitude. Before the deals, before the power plays, they stop and say, "Thank you," because abundance grows where appreciation flows. They write down the things they're grateful for, not someday, but this day. That mindset resets the soul. It's impossible to be bitter and grateful at the same time. Gratitude softens the ego and sharpens the perspective. It reminds them, no matter how high they rise, they are still human. Gratitude is their daily anchor to joy, to presence, to humility. They don't just write goals, they see them. Each morning they close their eyes and picture what success feels like. The boardroom, the applause, the mission fulfilled. The mind doesn't know the difference between vision and reality, so they plant the image early, and that image pulls them through resistance. Most people let the day drag them. Billionaires drag the day toward their vision. They don't wish for success. They embody it. They dress, act, think, and breathe like it's already theirs. Because once your mind believes, your reality adjusts to follow. No social media, no emails, no chaos, just sacred time. Billionaires treat their early hours like temples, because the energy you start with is the energy you carry. They guard their morning because distractions are dream killers. You can't change the world if your mind is constantly scattered. Focus is a superpower, and it's trained before 6 a.m. They choose what gets their attention, because attention is currency. And billionaires don't spend that currency on noise. They invest it in silence, strategy, and self. Each day is a chance to become someone new. Billionaires don't just ask what needs to be done. They ask, who must I become to do it? Do I need to lead with courage, with patience, with fire? That identity-based mindset transforms their actions, because behavior flows from belief. Before 6 a.m., they don't just plan their day, they define their identity. They live from the future version of themselves, not the past. Every morning is a mirror asking, are you choosing your potential or repeating your patterns? By the time others are waking up, billionaires have already meditated, moved, read, visualized, and planned. They've already built the inner fortress to conquer the outer world. They're not better than you. They just chose to stop letting mornings go to waste. The truth? You don't need to be a billionaire to think like one. You just need to wake up. With fire. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your routines. Change your mornings, and you will change your destiny. That choice is yours, starting tomorrow at 5 a.m.